morning in New Zealand. It is a brand new year. We've got brand new games, a brand new time slot and a brand old host. I am still Jeremy Corbett. That's right. Welcome along to 7 Days 2022. Woo! Yeah. Thank you. Well, we get applause for that. It's going to be a great show. This year, in an exciting new move, we are treating our team captains like those chunks of meat in a kebab shop. That is, they'll be rotating. Each week, we'll slice a new one off. So we'll have new team captains every week is what I'm telling you. So let's meet this week's team, shall we? And the leader of Team 1 was born in my hometown of Palmerston North, several years after me, of course. Let's just hope she never does one of those DNA tests. Please welcome Laura Daniel.
This explains everything. Yeah.
Last 7 days, Laura, how's it been for you?
It was wild. It was a rough flight up here from Wellington, where I spent a rough week in the rain and mud listening to Frozen. But, you know, I've actually got a bit of tickle in my throat and I'm feeling a little bit, you know, but I'm here. I showed up because the show must go on. So.
Good stuff. All right. Who have you got on your team?
So this week on my team, it's actually a historic moment, and because this is the first time in 7 days history where an entire team is attractive.
Yes.
So I brought with me two absolute superstars. They're huge in Australia and they're kind of just breaking through here in New Zealand. Melanie, Bracewell and Urzila, Carlson.
Well, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. Anyway, the leader of Team 2 is the spitting image of Matthew McConaughey after several years of neglect. Please welcome Guy Montgomery. Welcome to 7 days in the captain's seat. What, the last week, how's it been for you?
It's been pretty good. I've mostly been at home trying not to contract COVID-19 so I could come and do the show. Mission success.
Good. Do you want to introduce your team?
Sure thing. Joseph Moore, Hayley Sproull. Oh. Hayley Sproull, Joseph Moore.
Very formal introduction. Very formal.
Well, let's crack into our first game, shall we? It's the inaugural round of a game called Newsmakers. I'll show our team somebody or something from the last 7 days. It's up to them to tell me why they or it are newsworthy. I'll demonstrate with the help of Team 1. Team 1, if you'd be so kind, why are these people in the news?
Oh, is it because there's a wedding and the My Team won a what too?
I'm not having it there, Urs. Is these guys all helping out the first pig?
I think it's because this guy on the left is the first person ever to remember his eco bag for the supermarket.
You know what? I think I recognise these guys. They were actually down in Wellington with me. That's Hayden, Jaden, Creek and River.
Yeah, you're right, Team 1. Hundreds of protesters rallying against the vaccine mandate, amongst several other grievances, have now spent 11 days in their makeshift tent city on the lawn of Parliament. Critics are saying Jacinda should meet them halfway, but I just don't think beating her half to death is going to help at all. I don't see the upside.
I love it. This is better than most of those top 10 holiday parks I've stayed at.
In all fairness, that photo is a long time ago. Yeah. That was like day 2.
Yeah, that was when security was still helping them set up. They didn't know it was going to escalate to this point. They didn't know that there'd be poop right around every tent.
I know, everyone's like, it's so muddy. I'm like, girl, they're not mud. The protesters are like, why won't they come out and talk to us? Maybe it's because you're covered in human shit.
I was down there last week, and you know they're all just parking up in the cars. No one's doing anything about it. And I wanted some free parking to go check out Te Papa, so I just spray painted the swastika on my car.
Away you go.
It does feel like after this amount of time, like 50% of them are still really angry, and 50% of them just can't get their cars out.
I have to say, when that lady took off all her clothes to avoid the cops grabbing her, because, I mean, nothing says don't arrest me like running around naked, and then they grabbed her by the hair, and then in a statement released by her family said she was traumatised. Bitch, we were traumatised. I saw that footage. It took me about 20 minutes to find it online, unblurred. And I still don't know why her butthole was that orange. It was not right. It's
usually
not
diet.
Right.
It's usually diet.
Yeah, it's a vegan thing, isn't it? We know it. I tell. You and I are the only two on this panel without dietary requirements.
One of the many benefits of the vaccine is a natural coloured butthole.
I just look at that photo and I say, just a bunch of half-wits that have just overstayed their welcome, and you know the protesters have turned up on their lawn.
This guy!
All right, Team 2, you ready for one?
Born ready.
Yes.
All right, Team 2, for you, I'm going to play a video and you need to tell me why this was in the news.
Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh. Take me to the April sun in Cuba. I can't remember the words.
Oh, he's run out of steam. Absolutely ran out of steam at the end.
If this is in the news, you've got to assume we've solved all of the problems.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who he is, but I know he's definitely a Pacific Islander.
No, this is Scott Morrison, and is anyone else as shocked as me at how huge he is? Look at him compared to that guitar. He's massive.
I think ukulele.
Oh,
Right.
of course.
Was this footage from what is widely being referred to as the best ever Super Bowl halftime show?
Guy, that's team captain. Are you going to...
Yeah, look, this looks like a guy. This looks like a guy learning to play an instrument, and unfortunately for him, a camera crew showed up, and you know that's a difficult position for anyone to be in.
Well, not much has changed on Team 2. Still completely wrong. That's Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, of course. He's trying to win favour with the public by performing April Sun in Cuba. I say performing. Kiwi band Dragon were not impressed, giving him 5 out of 10. And sort of, you know, this is similar to high school when everyone thought I wasn't cool. So I learned half a chorus of a 50-year-old song and it really turned things around. A couple of people on my side.
You know, when I saw the headline in the news, it said, Dragon blasts Scott Morrison, and I was like, yes!
Yeah.
They got him!
His ukulele sounded a little out of tune, so you got to hope that there's another bushfire in Australia soon so we can nip back to Hawaii to pick up a new one.
Yeah.
He said he forgot the words. Everyone knows the second part of that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Take me where the April sun don't do me. So nice.
You got it.
So nice.
He was kind of just making up a new melody for it, wasn't he? It wasn't, how would you say it went, Hayley? It was kind of more like a...
It was sort of, take me to the April sun in Cuba. Not a single note. Not a single note was right.
Someone stitched them up, eh? Like, someone has said, you look cool. You sound cool.
This is what happens when you praise your kids too much. Good job, buddy. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, you're great on the ukulele. Bang, bang, bang. I'm going to do it as Prime Minister in front of the world.
I've got to say his wife is an absolute trooper, though. If you want to see what real love is, it was right there. A wife standing by and going, whoa. And this little backup singer absolutely hated this moment.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
He's been on this weird campaign trail. He recently went to a salon and he started washing a woman's hair in the salon.
That's straight out of the John Key playbook.
All right, great round of Newsmakers. Enjoyed that. Great start to the show. Now, another big change for 2022. The first time in 7 days' storied history, the points actually matter.
No.
Yes. At the end of each game, I'll be awarding one team a star. This is on our fancy 7 days sticker chart. Look at that. The team with the most stars at the end of the show will take home a beautiful prize from the week of news. Please join me in oohing as we reveal this week's prize. It is a state-of-the-art 4-person tent. Yeah, this tent comes with 11 days free accommodation in Wellington, the toilets and parking included. I'll even throw in a copy of Trevor Mallard's Go Away mixtape 2022. All right. That's what you're playing for.
Mate, I reckon enough lube, we can make that a 3-lady tent.
Points for Newsmakers like that. Team 1, you can have the amount Peter Jackson earned in 2021, putting him at the top of the Forbes list of highest paid entertainers, $870 million. Your shout, PJ. You pretty much have one, but I have to give them a score as well. You can have the amount a woman in Gore was fined for committing a sexual act in a McDonald's drive-thru. It's not even in the millions, it's $250, the old Happy Meal ending, which means I can award our 7 days first ever star to Team 1! Yes. All right, time for Yes Minister now on 7 Days, where our panellists get to quiz a sitting MP and they can answer any way they like as long as they don't say those forbidden words yes or no. I'd like you now to please welcome National MP for East Coast Bays, Erica Stanford. And you come right in there, spin that around, answer the questions, don't say yes or no. Have you got it?
I understand.
OK, where you go, teams.
Erica, I had to Google you because you don't have a lot of scandal like a lot of politicians.
Give me time, give me time.
But did you think about maybe sort of voting for conversion therapy staying in just to create a bit of, like, hubbub?
Absolutely not.
Good answer. Right. Erica, can I just ask you, like, your maiden speech in Parliament was about sustainability and how marriage is about love and not gender. Did you realise that you were a Labour MP?
It's been said before.
Yeah, they are calling you kind of like, you know, the new Jacinda. Like, so who would you like to impersonate you, me or Mel?
I think you both do a great job.
Erica, did you know that Chris Luxon used to be the CEO of Air New Zealand?
I did.
Incredible.
And Hayley says you've got no scandal in your life, but you play the bassoon, right?
That is terribly scandalous, I know. Wow. Worse than the ukulele. Much worse.
But they're usually made of maple, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. Do you play the contra or the double?
Oh my God!
This is so embarrassing.
I'm not sure either of those are.
You can't
Big
embarrass
fan.
Jeremy. He makes model aeroplanes.
Well, you just got me a few more fans, Urzila. Sorry, Mary.
I've got one for you, babe. Erica?
Yes.
Hey, over here. Sorry, behind you. Hey, so you were actually held at gunpoint on TV, weren't you?
Whoa.
That's quite scary.
I was.
And so is that why you didn't have a problem stabbing Judith Collins in the back?
I always come at people from the front.
Do you have the portfolio of early childhood education?
I did.
Yes,
I
you
used
did.
to, not anymore.
Okay. Is that why you had to babysit Chloe Swarbrick?
She's actually a very good friend of mine.
Oh.
Yes, we get on very well.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll get it on next week and check that.
Erica, a bit of a fun fact about you. You used to produce Piha Rescue.
I was a script writer for Piha Rescue.
So you worked on Piha Rescue?
Did they write that?
No, they have to go. And then the foreign people went down.
Erica,
It writes itself.
What was harder for you to watch? People drowning in front of you or last year's election results?
Last year's election results were pretty bad.
You're on the East Coast Bays.
That's correct.
Got anything to say to those suckers on the West Coast?
Yeah, East Side.
Yeah.
There was a year in there.
And it was very cool. It was very cool as well.
It's a half. We'll keep playing for a
See,
bit
that's
more.
your first scandal. It's sort of like a gang warning. She went from 0 to 1,000. I love this.
There'll be a lot of people dressed in red knocking on your door. Not the kind you think.
I actually did accidentally pick up a hitchhiker who was Crips. Is that the blue? That's the blue one. I accidentally.
You must have had a lot to talk about.
Well, we did. The first thing I said was the right colour, mate. Wow. I don't know if you appreciate that.
Is that an official statement from National?
Not at all. Not at all.
Can I try another fact from my bassoon file?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Dad, you're embarrassing us.
No, this is... Wait till you hear this. Is it true that you were 5-time defending jug scull champion at Auckland University?
Whoa. Whoa.
That is actually not correct. It was 6 times.
Are you still match fit?
I don't know. I haven't done it in a very long time.
Well, we've
it's not
got
very
6.
ladylike.
Hang on. So there's one
to scull a jug in 4
I
seconds.
actually have a jug here.
How quickly did you say? 4 seconds?
Sub 4 second, yes.
To scull a jug?
Yes. She said yes.
That's yes.
I'm very proud of it. So.
You're very proud of it.
You just sat there and told her about the bassoon and then won
That's how you
your own
trap them,
game.
guys. That's how you trap them.
I doubted you.
Get them
but you got
passionate.
it.
Yeah. Well, give it up for Erica Stanford. Jug scull champion. Thank you, Erica. I would love to take the points there, but Team 2 did actually get a half year, so well done, Team 2. A star for you. Congratulations. Let's be frank, everyone's a comedian these days, aren't they? So I'd like you to prove it. I'd like you to caption this photo, then text us that caption and your name to 4088. Best caption wins $500 of Frank Energy credit. You can take another look at the photo on our 7 Days Facebook page. Our winner will be announced toward the end of the show. It is early days yet. That tent is still anybody's. We'll see you for a game of Good News Battle right after this thrilling collection of advertisements. Welcome back to 7 Days. 7 days filled with constant dread, devastation and that lingering feeling the world we once loved will never be the same again. Not to worry, it's time for Good News Battle, where our teams attempt to lift the nation's spirits with good stories, and the team with the goodest story wins. Let's start with Team 1, shall we? Melanie Bracewell, what good news do you bring?
It's been a great week for female athletes, or athletes as I call them.
Because it's legal now.
So the Black Ferns, New Zealand's only rugby team, they have now got contracts which they get a good amount of money so that they no longer have to work extra jobs, which is amazing. If anyone's gonna smash the glass ceiling, it's these bitches, you know? Drop a shoulder, just shoulder charge that glass wall, I guess.
It is good. It's good they don't have to do their day jobs anymore, but it's a devastating blow for the female PE teacher industry.
It is. Yeah, I want to know who's running the weekend shift at Rebel Sport now. Yeah. You know?
Because they often come off and they're battered, they're bruised, they've got black eyes, they've broken ribs, and that's just one shift at JB Hi-Fi.
And are they getting what they deserve, you know, 87% of what men get?
Jeremy! Eat shit, boo, yeah!
I noticed something else quite progressive. They've now got Adidas making the uniforms and not Ballantines.
No, I believe it was Pagani.
Oh, yeah. Millers.
Yeah,
Right.
Millers.
They had to wear little shawls.
The shirts have darts in the back, lovely darts. Tucked in like that.
With a cardigan to go with. A 4-button cardigan.
You can button it or you can wrap it. Imagine them with Millers.
I'll tell you what, all the mums would be watching go, I like that bloke.
All right, opening shots fired in the Good News Battle. Let's go to Team 2. What's your good news, Joseph?
All right, an elderly woman was kidnapped in her own home.
Doesn't sound...
I really needed that.
Please, there's more.
There's got to be more.
There's more. She was held hostage by a naked man with a knife and scissors.
I see I cut you off.
The good part of it is she was rescued before anything bad happened, apart from 17 hours of being held hostage by a naked man. But the reason she was found is her family noticed something was up when she didn't post her Wordle score online. So they sent the cops around, and look at her, she's doing great. And I love Wordle. Do you play Wordle? Yeah. Today's word is... I love Wordle, and I love that the elderly are playing Wordle. They're getting on their phones, you know. And the great thing about being a 70-year-old woman playing Wordle is you can play it 5 times a day and still be surprised by the word.
You missed out a bit of the story, though, right?
Oh.
Because the assailant was holding scissors, and then a policeman came and he was overcome by him holding a rock.
Yes, I did. That was a huge element of the story that I heard about.
Details.
All right, Urzila, I'd love some good news from you, if you've got some.
Jeremy, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity not to just be here, but to bring you this nugget of
There's
joy.
a star coming your way.
So let me just get that.
Orange. Nutritionally, it's fine.
So Southland is getting their own Monopoly seat. Their own Monopoly. Never in the history of Monopoly has there been lower demand for Monopoly. And here we go. Southland we're getting our own Monopoly. They're getting like a little bluff oyster.
Yeah, I've played this version, actually. It's quite hard to finish because they've only got enough streets for 2 sides.
And the rest has just got little dark circles where they can burn out.
I'm not going to play this game because I never want to hear ever in my life that I've come second in a Southland beauty contest.
we joke, but you know, we love Southland, and it's a wonderful and valuable part of the country.
Good stuff. Hayley, have you got a good news story for us?
Boy, do I, Jeremy.
Oh, steady
Jeremy.
on. That's a big call.
This is a real tearjerker here, so get your tissues out. Gals over there, you know, the ladies always crying.
Does it start like Joseph with an assailant in your living room?
No, not quite. Happy story. A guy called Randy Waits in the US was watching the news. A 4-second clip. He goes, I know that guy. I recognise him. He looked down, same last name. Bit of research with the family, long lost brother. Long lost brother. He's got this whole side of the family that he doesn't know, and it's amazing. They met up. It was a beautiful moment. That's not them. A beautiful moment, and it's perfect because Randy's around 50, which is kind of the time where you need another kidney.
You say he found his brother from a 4-second clip?
A 4-second clip on the news.
David Lomas is going to be fuming.
Is he? Absolutely.
I'd charge 20 grand for that.
How long could you have been looking for him if they have the same surname?
No, they weren't. I left that detail out. No, they weren't looking. They had the same father that wasn't in either of their lives. They just recognised something in the face, as I did when I watched Victoria's Secret runway one day, and I was like, Giselle Bunch, that's my long-lost sister, because we look identical.
Wow. Yeah. And then Corbett when you're watching Embarrassing Bodies.
Yeah. You're like, that guy's going to be my brother.
I'm very proud of my body.
Hell yeah, dude. You got the orangest butthole.
That's how you know. Oh, that's a Corbett. That was good news, but the goodest news for me was from Team 1. Urzila and Melanie both delivered, and Urzila paid me a compliment, so that's a star. It's a star, Team 1. Before the break, a quick game of Where is the Lie we're going to play now. I'm going to read out 4 headlines from the week. 3 are real, and one of these headlines was made up by our crack team of fake headline writers, ex-Donald Trump's team. Our teams need to figure out which one is the phony one. Let's take a look at the headlines we have. Lost dog rescued by sausage dangled from drone. Headline B, Weezer launches Weezerfy. It's like Spotify, but just for Weezer.
Oh, I want it.
C, girl named IKEA changes name after school bullies call her Flat Pack.
Those bullies can be funny.
And D, Newcastle man arrested for hopping over subway counter and making himself a fish and meatball sandwich. Right, so one of them is made up. The other 3 are true. I'll leave the teams and you to deliberate. You ever think about it at home, and we'll see you soon on 7 Days. Everyone's a critic these days. No, seriously. Send your frank feedback about 7 Days to this email address. Stay tuned for how we use it. Could be a laugh. Welcome back to 7 Days. When we left you, our panellists were trying to figure out which of these headlines was completely made up. Team 1, 3 of those headlines are real, 1 is made up. What are you thinking?
OK, well, my teammates think that perhaps A, a lost dog rescued by sausage dangled from drone is the lie. Yeah. However, I just feel like I've seen it happen. I feel like it came to me in a dream. I feel like it would work.
It sounds logical.
It sounds logical.
I ordered a sausage on a drone from Peaches and Cream recently.
Well, look, Jeremy, the long and short of it is, if it's not true, it's a really great idea for rescuing a dog.
Yeah.
So, but I am going to lock in D. Newcastle man is arrested for hopping over a subway.
The reason I got the sausage on a drone is because I couldn't lock down a D.
B, can you tell me why you don't like B? What you think about B?
Because we saw it on the news.
Yeah.
Team 2, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
We've been deliberating hotly.
Yeah.
The guy's got the answer, don't he?
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I mean, we were leaning towards D, but I think strategically we'll take A. We'll take the lost dog rescued by sausage.
So Team 1, you're going with D, about the Newcastle man. Team 2, you're going with A, lost dog rescued by sausage dangled from drone.
Oh, shit.
Would you believe that the made-up headline is D? Yes. Never happens. The founders of Newcastle Subway remain unhopped over. Big star to Team 1. Congratulations, Team 1. We move now to Guess Who, where a newsmaker gets to suffer the indignity of wearing a sack on their head. That's great. Please welcome our Guess Who guest. perfect. And stop. Stop right there. All right, this is our guest who guessed. Now, teams, you can ask yes/no questions. You get a yes, you get another question, you get a no, it goes to the other team. However, our guest is not going to talk. They're going to give you a thumbs up for a yes, thumbs down for a no. Team one, you can start.
Did you, just this week, pay a young lady £12 million?
That's a no.
Dang it.
Are you amassing a great army of troops on the eastern border of Ukraine?
I felt certain, guy.
Not Vladimir, it's not Vladimir.
Are you the Tinder swindler?
Oh, no.
Okay. Are you the grinder behind you? Are you the hinge minge? Are you the bumble apple crumble?
Is it annoying having that bag over your head and we keep doing gag answers?
You get another question, that's something.
Did you know the last person to wear that bag was riddled with COVID?
No, this is actually brand new
Fresh
2022 bag. This
fresh
is
bag.
this is what we got. The big bucks of discovery behind us. We can go calico. So.
Discover the feeling of Hessian.
Do you have something to do with the Winter Olympics?
No,
Okay.
two.
I've got maybe a hint. You weren't involved. We know you weren't involved with the sex scandal that involved paying £12 million. Has your place of work ever hosted a sex scandal?
Oh, my God, the thought!
I'll answer that. That's a hint. That's a clue.
It's Lynn Brown!
Wait, Joey, you were onto something.
Yeah.
Did you succeed the guy that had the sex scandal?
It's Phil Goff!
So nice to see the man I voted for in 2011. Wasn't that a shit night for both of us?
It was. I remember it well.
Oh, really?
So you're stepping down away from politics?
Yeah, well, 40 years is quite a long time.
You'll still do it though, won't you?
Last time I got out of politics and without doing it deliberately, I found myself yelling at the radio, and I'm a bit worried that I might do that again.
No, it must be an age thing, because Corby does that too.
Yeah.
I just yell at the sky.
Us baby boomers have got to stick together.
Yeah, in our houses.
Yeah. You've had it too good too long. I see. I don't want to go on about this guy, but they're making a television show about the Lynn Brown scandal. What part of your mayoralty would you like them to make a television show about?
Ooh.
Not that.
Well, why are you stepping down? Like, who'd you bang?
Who would you bang?
I've got to say I've been happily going out with the one partner for 50 years, so that's not bad, eh?
But, you know, crippling debt, COVID cases doubling every day, a central city that's on its last legs. Good to leave on a high.
Look,
Leo Malloy for mayor, what are you thinking?
I'm not thinking much at all.
Give it up for Phil Goff! Thank you. Thank you, man. And well done, Team 2. You correctly identified Phil Goff. Our whopping star goes on the chart for you. It is early days yet. That tent is still anybody's. We'll see you for a new game. Quiz Terrain never repeats. See you soon on 7 Days. We're just having a good time. Welcome back to our all-new 2022 7 Days. Time to play home movies. Earlier this week, I tasked 2 of our panellists with writing, producing, directing and starring in a cinematic recreation of a story from the week. No guessing games here. I'll be awarding points based on who made the best movie. Laura, we'll start with you. The story you were tasked with recreating. A Timaru police dog handler quit after investigation revealed he was having an illicit affair with a suspected drug dealer. Anything to add to that before we have a look at your production?
Yeah, I thought it was a great story, like GOAT, New Zealand love story. And, you know, I got so into it that what I actually made was an hour and 45 minutes.
Wow.
So what I am presenting to you is the trailer.
Oh, this is... Oh, you've got the trailer. Are we ready? Let's have a look at Laura's trailer.
Easy boy. Easy boy.
He was a cop. She was a meth dealer. Their lives couldn't have been more different. I just feel like I'm going to turn 30 and still be single.
You're dealing so much meth. You need to just take a break and take some time for you.
Okay, Timaru Police, time for us to make the bust of the century. You got it, Chief.
Okay.
Until one day.
Oh no, my drugs!
Hey, some drugs!
He's smart, he's funny, he's single. There's just one thing. You're dating a cop?
111, what's your emergency?
Hi, is Greg there?
A story of love.
She's a drug dealer. I don't care. I don't care what society says. I love her.
Against the odds.
Drugs for sale.
Based on a true story.
Let's make love.
I don't know if I can. It's pretty late and I'm quite tired.
I've got just the thing.
Should I just give her a star now?
I love that Joseph was in it, but he wasn't cast as the love interest.
Well, he was in it, and then he also did his job that she usually does for most of my sex tapes, holds the camera.
I filmed them having sex in our bed.
And then you did the home movie.
That's great. OK, well, I don't know, are you going to come up to Team 2? Guy, I gave you a very different story. Nurses at a vaccination clinic in Johnsonville in Wellington caught a man attempting to get his 8th booster shot. Something you shouldn't do, New Zealand. Guy, anything to say before your film makes its world premiere?
Didn't realise we could use other people. Didn't realise we could use music. Didn't realise we could leave our house. This is me with a tripod.
Let's take a look at Guy's home movie. Can't wait.
Oh, shit.
Solomon, fantastic. I'm here to get boosted.
Solomon. Sure thing, Solomon. Here you go. Annabelle Floretta, I'm here to get boosted. No trouble.
Garth Gobbler, booster please. Josh Demon, Gregory Diablo, Barry Jensen, Parita Mc... Hello, I'm Greg. I'm here to get boosted.
Greg or Craig?
Greg.
It's not Craig.
It's Greg.
I think you've been in here before.
No. I don't think Greg's been in here already.
I think you have. I think you've been boosted already. Who are you? You're incredibly boosted. You're at least 3 boosters.
OK. You got me.
My name is actually Greg, though.
Is it? Was there some... Did you shave your beard?
I shaved several different styles of facial hair. For
Wow.
That is commitment. Wow.
I'm pretty happy with what we came out with.
That's really good.
It was a very hostile environment on set.
Oh, yeah. Plus now you've got all those booster seats.
It was just you on the set, yeah?
Well, yeah, it was just me, but I was in no mood for it.
You so deserve a star.
Oh, he does.
But Laura's getting it. Give them a round of applause. They were both amazing movies. We move now to Quiztery Never Repeats, our newest game and the one with the worst name yet. In this game, we hop in our topical time machines to take a look at stories from this 7-day period, but historically, back throughout history. We answer some extremely non-topical trivia questions. So teams, get your whiteboards out. This is a whiteboard round. It's time for your first question. The first question is, on this week in 1954, New Zealand Yvette Williams set the world record for what? Yvette Williams, 1954. The first year Sports Illustrated was published. Also the year the pina colada was invented in Cuba. Ooh,
our team's ready, Jeremy.
Your team is ready. Well, let's start with you. We can go over to you. We'll alternate.
OK.
So, Guy, 1954, Yvette Williams, what did she do?
I would imagine that is the last recorded case of a woman named Yvette.
It is funny how names can date. Your parents went real safe with Guy, didn't they?
Yeah. They weren't going to get that wrong.
Just a descriptor.
He wasn't a very attractive baby. What are we going to call this guy? Yeah, lock it in.
All right, Joseph.
Well, this is 1954, you know. I think she had the world record for world's oldest woman at 35.
All right, Hayley.
I believe she set the record for most visible panty line. Turns out, pants aren't that great.
Right, Yvette Williams, what do you think Yvette did? What record?
Long jump.
Boom! You are absolutely correct, Laura. She did.
You'll see, for extra points, I've also drawn a little Jeremy Corbett. That's you asking her out, and she had to jump so fast.
Where's this coming from? Yeah, well done, Laura. She broke the world record for women's long jump, reaching 6.29 metres. And not to discredit her, that record has since been broken 27 times, mostly by those dirty, cheating Soviets, those. What did you have, Mel?
Well, it looked like Laura knew the answer, so I tried to copy her, but I've misread it. I said...
Hey, babe, you're so lucky you're pretty.
Urzila, what did you have for Yvette Williams?
I had a mum listening to her kids droning on about some shit for the long
Tips. I can't wait for your book on parenting to come out. Good stuff.
It's
all right.
out. It's just a little post that it says, don't fucking do it.
Eyes down, people. On This Week in 2005, what happened that changed the course of the internet forever? 2005. People born that year, Kylie Cantrell. No idea who she is. She's only 16 now. $1 Million Baby won Best Picture at the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
We're ready, Corby.
Okay, you're ready. What do we got? The 2005, what happened that changed the course of the internet forever?
I was cursed to a life of solitude after failing to forward on a piece of chainmail. One of the darkest days of my life.
You fool, Guy, you fool.
Sad, true, but not the answer we're after, Joseph.
This was huge for me at the time, incognito mode.
You use that too much.
Because I'm buying your presents.
Hayley.
I believe Jeeves died.
Jeeves died. That is a great answer.
Very, very sad day.
It's all right, Laura.
No, close,
not
Hayley,
Jeeves.
not quite. It's Mark Zuckerberg murdered Tom from MySpace.
Mel, what changed the course of the internet fever?
Those two lovely girls found that cup.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It's just as soon as you give me the marker pen, I feel like I'm at school.
I think the internet was spoiled long before that occurred, but all right, Urzila.
Well, I'm actually quite familiar with this, and it is the olden day TikTok. YouTube started.
Boom, you are absolutely right, Urzila. Well done.
The day and everything.
You've named the dates as well.
Yeah, because it's my birthday, so I remember it.
Oh, well, happy birthday for this week. Good stuff. Yeah, the correct answer, the launch of YouTube, revolutionary website that may have spelled the death of TV as we know it and put us all out of work one day. Oh, well, at least there's heaps of sick Minecraft tutorials. So let's go to the scores for that. Team 1, you can have the amount of pet birds that escape in New Zealand every year, 331. Vast majority of those are exotic parrots. Nice too, tastes a bit like kakapo. And Team 2, you can have people who've taken advantage of the Euthanasia Act in its first 3 months. At least 32 people have. Ooh. And about 2.5 million have taken up the proposed legal cannabis laws, despite that one not actually passing.
My house.
And that means Team 1 gets a star. Hey. We'll be back soon with Club Tropicana. See you in a bit. This is 7 Days 2022 version. Boy, did we have a treat for you. Listen to this. That is the sound of the steel drum. Means one thing. It's time for Club Tropicana. Everybody head on down to the beach. All right, as they head down here at Club Tropicana, I reach into my topical pineapple. I pick news stories I want to hear more about. And what does that have to do with the tropics? Almost nothing. It's open to all teams. So what I'd like from the teams, please, rejected chants at the Parliament protest.
1, 2, 3, 4. My throat's been feeling actually a little bit sore.
What do we want? Trevor Mallard to turn the music down so we can hear each other. When do we want it? Trevor Mallard to turn the music down so we can hear each other.
Oh, I thought you guys were saying mandates. I'm just homophobic.
Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
Yes, we reject that.
Okay. Settle in, guys. Will the owner of a blue Suzuki please move your car? It's about to be towed. Will the owner of a silver Toyota Corolla please...
All right, that's good. We'll wrap up those chants. They're really good stuff. Love it. OK, Aucklanders this week received over 50,000 vouchers for local attractions. It's an attempt to revitalise the tourism industry. And I would like to see examples of Auckland's worst tour guide. Auckland's worst tour guide.
So this is Piha, one of the great swimming beaches. The flags are more of a guideline.
So make sure you put your togs on. No, we're not going to the beach. It's just that wet in the air.
Welcome along to our celebrity tour. Here we are outside Corbett's place. If you look closely, that's Corbett and his wife. Well, that's not Corbett.
All right, guys, great to see you on the tour of the top 500 locations of interest in Auckland. Who's excited?
All right. This week we saw loved-up couples celebrate Valentine's Day. Don't worry, singles. This one is for you. I'd like to see your best 2022 pickup lines, please, team.
Hey, girl, are you a rat test? Because I want to spit on you.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number for contact tracing.
You know, I've been wearing this mask for 6 hours, but it's you that's left me breathless.
So you can't smell or taste? You want to come over for dinner?
Do you ever get the feeling we're just totally, irrecoverably fucked?
Best pickup lines for 2022. Thank you very much. Give our teams a round of applause. Play the steel drums. Sit right back down, teams. Thank you very much. Wow. That was great. And by the slimmest of margins, I say this because I thought they were all great. Slimmest of margins, the star goes to Team 2.
Oh. Horrible jokes.
Well, there it is. With that, I can now reveal our champion team for the week. Let's go to the star chart. Congratulations, Team 1. Here's your Trevor Mallard cassette. Enjoy that, you have earned it. That is the new 7 days. Thanks for joining us on our maiden voyage. And please join me in thanking our panellists this week. Laura, Melanie, Urzila, struggling with the tender. Guy, Joseph and Hayley. We'll see you in 7 days on 7 days.
Thank you for the funding, New Zealand On Air. It's the best news I've heard since that time an old woman was kidnapped inside her own home for 17 hours at knife point.